All right, y'all. What's up, man? Let's cut this music for now. Had to jump on here, man, and catch this replay here. All right. So, yeah, I did watch it. But I wanted to come back on here and watch it with y'all as well. I caught it last night, and yeah, I was impressed. At the same time, I was like, you know what? I told you, man. I told my man BJ, he over here talking about Natalia ain't been proven. Of course, this is the things that I wanted to see, man. This is the questions I wanted answered to see how durable Natalia Silva is, and can she take Andrade's punch? Can she get down and dirty in there? And she did. She did that. Yeah, because before I got to the movies, I was still checking it out because while the movie's taking a long time to start, before we even get to the trailers, I was able to catch a couple of the rounds. But of course, I was looking up at the screen and looking down, so I didn't catch every moment. But when I got home, I did watch the fight, and yeah, I was impressed with Natalia Silva's work in there. She did what she was supposed to do. But how it played out, that's pretty much I knew the outcome was going to be. I didn't really see Andrade getting knocked out in this fight or anything like that. I know some people thought head kick that was going to end it, or Andrade was going to end it, but I didn't think Andrade was ever going to land anything that big. So yeah, what I want to do, I just want to go back and replay these fights here. First, I want to check out this Jacqueline Amorim and Vanessa Demopoulos fight. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to be funny, but Jacqueline Amorim be having these girls screaming. I mean, first you had Corey McKenna screaming, and this time she had Vanessa Demopoulos screaming. And I mean, look, it ain't funny like that because Jacqueline Amorim's tactics, like that wasn't cool. But let's look at that, man. How many of y'all felt like it was a dirty move by Jacqueline Amram? I haven't really heard too many people talking about that, but well, on Facebook I did. I seen it on like the Facebook highlight reel of the fight. A lot of people felt Jacqueline Amram was dirty. You know, they thought she did some dirt in there. So what do y'all think? Yeah, so let's look at this Jacqueline Amram fight real quick, and then we're gonna watch this Andrade and Silva. Oh, let me see who's in here. Oh, G Frank, what's going on, man? James, Marcus, what's up, man? Paul, what's up? Colostrum, what's going on? He said James must fell asleep last night. Or James said he has some business to take care of. Okay. He said he think Natalia Silva beats Barber and Aaron. Yeah, I can see that. Paul said Andrade had me sweating. That fight was stressful, but very good. Who did you bet on, Paul? I mean, last minute. Did you say you bet on you did bet on Natalia Silva, right? Yeah, let me see. Okay, yeah, Colostrum said she got her fingers in my glove. She got her fingers in my glove all while getting her arm snatched up. That's what I'm saying. Like she probably did something dirty, but at the same time, the fight's going to keep playing. So don't even worry about that. Like while that's going on, don't even worry about that. You know what? The fingers in your glove, just keep on going because if the ref don't say nothing, he's going to let the fight keep playing out, and your opponent's just going to keep going. So it should have been on her to just keep going, keep going. Hey, do something dirty back, do something dirty back to him. That's the only way you want to be. Yeah, protect yourself at all times. Exactly. Okay, you had Natalia. All right. Yeah, let's take a look at this fight here real quick, man. It's real quick. Jacqueline Amram. I did pick Vanessa Demopoulos, but I did feel like, okay, if anybody gets submitted, it would be Amram getting the submission win, which she did. Because, I knew her jiu-jitsu is very solid and is dangerous. She was before that happened, she was looking pretty dominant. Her strength was very present. It was obvious who the stronger fighter was, even as soon as it got to the ground. Let me see. All right, let's see. My was what? 35. Yeah, 5'3" with the 68-inch reach, man. Look at her arms, they're long. So she didn't really need to cheat. Like I said, when it comes to her ground game, Demopoulos 5'2", 59.5-inch reach. Demopoulos should have been working on that takedown defense, man. She shouldn't have accepted it that fast. Let's see, we got crotch kickers and fingers in the glove. Yeah, what we have next? Oh, Two Beats, what's up, man? He said, not sure the official rule of what counts as a glove grab, but she did momentarily have her fingers in the taped edge of the part of the glove. Yeah, I want to go. I'm gonna look back at that because I looked at it and I said she did kind of have her fingers in there. So, that was dirty. But if the ref ain't gonna call it, you still got to act on it. You still got to act. Yeah, Amram was breaking a rule, but you gotta fight. You gotta continue fighting. Close not close to my 2 Beats. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I gotta hit you up, man. A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff been going on. Well, if you ain't heard, Colson said, Paul, who should be next? Who you think should be next, Paul, for Amram? Now I got to give Sam Hughes a lot of credit, man. She handled Amram easy, man. All right, let's see here. All right, hold on. Let's go ahead and get this thing started here. I'm gonna jump in and call this one real quick. Here's round one. All right, we're gonna look at round one. All right, Amram coming in with that pressure. Demopoulos trying to throw out some little light kicks, pawing out with her jab that reaches short, so she got to throw hooks and move. Amram trying to find an entry. Ooh, yeah, Demopoulos caught her with the knee right there, right? Yeah, Demopoulos caught her with that knee, and Amram got her down on her way down. She caught that knee. She caught that knee to the face, but Amram, she went in for the takedown, and now she's got that top control. Vanessa trying to spin out here, push away, trying to get some leverage off that cage. Amram doing a good job putting that knee in her face, See, she is rough and rugged like that. She do even look how she using that knee. She use everything, man. She be using some tactics, boy. Of course, you can do that. I'm just saying, like, she get rough with it. That north south position there got some blood coming out. It's coming out from the brow, right? All right, Demopoulos looking like she having trouble getting off her back. All right, Demopoulos stuck on the bottom here in this side control. Yeah, she caught that knee to the face as she was coming in. All right, Demopoulos getting hugged up here. She going for an arm triangle here. All right, Demopoulos. A lot of pressure here. Dang, she putting the squeeze on her here. Jacqueline putting the squeeze on her in this. She trying to go into a half guard. Oh, now she landed some ground and pound. Now she almost got the full mount. Yeah, Amorim's not really a small strawweight either. So, the more she puts together, she could be a danger here. She starts using ground and pound. Now she isolating that arm. She trying to put that arm up under the knee. Now she just resets and goes right back to. She's going back to this half guard. A lot of pressure on heavy ground and pound. Demopoulos struggling, boy. She can't get up here. Oh, okay. Demopoulos is turning. She giving up her back though. She's giving up her back. Demopoulos trying to get to her feet here, but Jacqueline's putting a lot of weight on her. Yeah, this was a rough first round here for Demopoulos, and if she can't get back to her feet, she's gonna be in trouble because she doesn't even have time to breathe here, even to look for any hiccups in Jacqueline's game. All right, now she's got her back. Okay, I see it. Let's see. Here it comes. Turn the sound up for a minute. Jacqueline landing some heavy ground and pound here from behind. I'm watching her right hand here. Let's see. She's got her fingers in her glove. While she was doing that, she slowed down though. Let me go back here, man. I'm go back to 155 here. All right, Amorim's hitting her with the left hand. All right, Amorim's hitting her with the left hand. Hold on. I'm kind of playing it slow here. Okay, with her right hand, she's got her fingers in her glove. Okay. The referee ain't do nothing. He was like, "What? What?" So as she got her hands in her gloves, she pulls that arm out, goes to the left one. Demopoulos, man, she worried about that. There's the arm and there's the tap. Referee, he didn't say that. He's like, whatever, man. Man. Yeah, the thing is, she had him in there, but there was still a way to, defend. So she should have just let that. She should have just let that go and just, kind of played it out, man. Wow. First round armbar for Jacqueline. First round armbar for Jacqueline, man. I want to look at that replay again. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, with the right hand, she was pulling herself up with her fingers in a glove. Now she's grabbing her wrist. And then she turned. As soon as she found that opportunity to get up and pulling that hand, then she turned her. She isolated that arm. She put that arm on her quick. Yeah, I mean, she did have her fingers in there, but at the same time, she she probably should have tried to defend. She still had an opportunity to defend there. G Frame said you won't get anything. You won't get anywhere depending on the refs to enforce the MMA rules or the rules in MMA community. No, you won't. You really won't, man. Um, you really won't. That's why I said, like, even whenever somebody, unless it's like a blatant knee, like low blow, yeah. But if somebody's doing like little dirty tactics like that, I mean, you just have to kind of fight it out. If they ain't say anything, then you just gotta keep defending. Because while she was worried about that, the armbar was coming in. You know, at that point, he wasn't going to stop it. So, yeah, she kind of cost herself that fight there. We'll see though. What do y'all think? Y'all think they're going to overturn that? Do you think they're going to overturn that for her? Shoot, hold on. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't see hold on here. Oh wow. Some people were saying Amram was kind of acting guilty. I don't know. Yeah, Marcus. I don't think they're gonna overturn that. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna overturn that now. That's it. That's locked in. But we'll see what happens from here. I mean, before that, I mean, Amram was giving her some trouble. She was giving her that work. Seems like she's gotten a little bit stronger. Seems like her wrestling has gotten a little bit better as well for Amram. Her ground and pound's always been decent. You know, her ground and pound was always kind of there. It was she's always been active on the ground. You know, it was always there. Even like some of her LFA fights, they just went so fast that when she first made her debut against who was it, Sam Hughes, I couldn't pick her in that fight, even though she's dangerous on the ground like that. But I just she hasn't really been in that, you know, in that type of experience. But since then, I can tell that, you know, she has been working on some stuff. So good takedowns there. Who's a good opponent for Jacqueline now? You know, Jacqueline got this victory. Another experienced fighter. Can she fight Carolina now? Carolina Kovacevic, is that a good fight? Would Carolina take that fight at this point? Um, who else you got? Loma. We already throw Loma's name out there. Loma Labutni. Let me look at some fights that would be interesting there. Let's see. 2B said cage grabbing is a perfect example of rest missing fouls. I think the problem with overturning is that the hand grab wasn't on the arm. That was in the arm bar. No, it wasn't. It was because she grabbed her right hand and then she got up. She got the left arm. Yeah, so yeah, that was a part I noticed too. I was like, she didn't grab that same arm, so he just let it play out. Yeah, cage grabbing. The only time I've ever seen them do right and really call that point was in that Myra Buena Silva Montana fight in the cage grabbing. But some of these refs, they be whenever a fight's playing out on the cage, you really need to be a little closer in there. Nobody's saying you got to be on there to get elbowed in the face or catch a knee to the face, man. But you got to be close, you know. And there was a couple of fights on the previous card, and I think last fight card, I kind of saw some little opportunities in there where somebody would grab the fence, you know, and they would just let it play out. You know, they kind of let it slide. You know, they gave them a little opportunity to do it. So yeah, cage grabs another one they kind of let go. Oh, BJ, what's going on, man? He said, "What's up, WMA family?" Paul said you get one free groin kick, one free eye poke, and one free cage grab for each fight. Might as well use. Actually, sometimes you get two eye pokes, so you get two groin kicks, right? You won't get that hard one until like the second or third one. But I wouldn't need it. I wouldn't do that stuff, man. I mean, come on. Eye poking, man. That's one of this, man. That people need to. That's why they need to really do some of those gloves, so people can't be extending them fingers. Eye pokes are the worst. Vanessa, let's see, man. She's on the downside here. She's got the loss. So who would be somebody she could fight? But Loma would be good for Jacqueline at this point. Or hold on, who else do we got? Jacqueline already. Did Jacqueline beat Poliana Viana? She beat Montserrat Ruiz. She had beat Montserrat Ruiz and Corey McKenna. Denise Gomes. Let's see, there's Denise Gomes. There's Loma. Oh yeah, Panay is still in there. Bruno Brazil. Yeah, any of those names. Oh yeah, Victoria Dudakova. Dang, some of these girls I keep forgetting about, man. Fatima Klein. Yeah, Fatima Klein too. Get with Candy. What's up? She said finally caught her live. Hey, what's up? She said, hey everybody, what's going on? Get with Candy. I feel like I catch you every now and then, but I guess those notifications don't really go out all the time. I don't know why, but I tested on my phone to see if it comes up. It does sometimes. To be said, personally, I believe if you cheat, you should be penalized. But in regards to shaming Amorim, I disagree because she isn't the one who needs shortcuts grappling. I think it was just a mistake in the moment. Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't shame her like they had been doing online, but it was really on the ref to call that one, most definitely. Yeah, Fatima Klein, that'd be a good fight. I would go with Fatima in that one. I think her striking is good, and I think if Amorim tried to take her down, she would know how to handle it and get back to her feet. She's long, tall, and she's a well-rounded fighter. I think Fatima's probably got the same reach as her. She's taller, right? Like Fatima's 5'6", right? She's kind of like that JoJo of the division. She's kind of got that height. She's one of the taller ones. Man. Yeah, she's 5'6" and her reach is 67, but dang, Amorim still got a longer reach. That's what I'm saying. Like Amorim has a long reach for a girl her height, 5'3". BJ said that's bad luck for Demopolous. I knew rounds 2 and 3 were going to be good for her, especially on the feet. Right. If she had just let it play out a little bit longer, but she just got into like a groove of standing still and just trying to pause shots out, man. She didn't move. She wasn't moving right away. She accepted that takedown early and she was struggling with it. Marcus said Amorim had her hands in someone else's glove as well. Yeah, see, sticking her hands in people's gloves, man, like she ain't got her own. Yeah, you can't lose focus, man. You can't be calling out the ref. You can't be calling out to the ref, man. Like if you getting an eye poke, and he's not seeing it, you need to poke that person's eye. You need to cause a little ruckus then. Like if he's not noticing theirs, then let him see yours, just to kind of get him to finally stop the fight. But yeah, I definitely saw some good things out of the fight for Jacqueline, man. Like I'm not going to take her. I'm not going to take away from what she was doing. She had a good takedown, and she's strong. She is strong. She was landing some good shots. Like she's got some heavy hands too. Them long arms be generating power when she's on the ground. So I think she's real good at using her weight too, and her real good at transitions, man. So I think the next test in her is against Loma. I think Loma's wrestling has gotten better over the years. She got good body kicks. If let's see if Jackie can catch one of them body kicks, one of them kicks, take her down, and how well she'll do against somebody strong as Loma. Loma might be shorter, but that girl, she's strong. And then Klein fight is good too. Klein. Actually, I would like to see them two get closer to being ranked first before some type of fight like that happens. But there's some decent there's a lot of decent grapplers coming up in this division now. I mean, you got Klein, you got Amorim. These girls are pretty solid. Then you got to add Jillian Robertson to that category as well. Like Strawweight starting to get some dangerous grapplers now. Some very dangerous grapplers. It used to be a division known for I won't say just known for striking. Yeah, running. Yeah, she said hit that like. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, it used to be just a division that was really known for striking, even though there were some good wrestlers too. But now you got a lot of solid grapplers here too, man. So we'll see. Closum said Amorim said she's been working on her cardio. I think she could be a threat. Yeah, she of course this fight only went one round, but she was looking good in there, like as far as her control and transition and the way she was moving. One thing about her cardio, it never got pushed because all her fights were one round. But when Sam Hughes took her into that 3 rounds, she was like, "Uh-oh, we got to be prepared for this." So I think that was probably a corner they were cutting before. Is like, I don't have to go more than one round, so they were probably just jumping straight in there, just jumping straight into the, training, but not really working on cardio like that. Paul said, "Did you see Sumiko?" I didn't see it, but I saw the outcome. They had 2 WMMA fights that ended in a finish. I believe that girl Ashley Steiner got a knockout, something like that, TKO. But dang, man, yes, Sumiko knocked our girl Mac Judo out too, man. Huh? I wonder if the highlight is on for that. But hey, before we call this Silva and Andrade fight, let me see if I can find that, man. Hold on. Let me see if Sumiko Inaba is up here. Sumiko Inaba. Hold on. Inaba, let me see, defeats Mackenzie Stiller. Wonder if they got some highlights of it. Oh, snap. Hold on. I think they do. Let's see. Dang, look like she got some ground and pound on her, man. Yeah, I missed this one. Oh, snap. Yeah, here it is. Hold on. All right. Inaba's on her back here. Inaba's got Mackenzie Stiller's back. She's working some shots. Oh, man. Stiller's getting worked. See some blood. Inaba's landing some thunderous shots too. To the back, from the back. She's landing heavy shots. Referee, he about to step in. Yep, that's it. Dang, man, that was in round 2. How well did Yeah, I got to go back and find that fight. I didn't get a chance to catch it though, man. How did the fight play out, Paul? Like, did Mackenzie just get smothered the whole time? Well, she can come back from that. Mackenzie Stiller can come back from that fight. She's only 3-0. Oh man, wow. Yeah, she got worked. BJ says Sumiko let that girl do too much. Oh, she did, huh? Okay. So she did have some success in the fight. So Sumiko, Closum says Sumiko almost lost to that 5'2" girl. That judo tossing with. Oh, okay. So she was tossing her around. Yeah. Mac Judo was tossing her around like that. Okay. So she had a little bit of success. All right. Yeah, I gotta find that fight. I gotta find the replay. Paul says she survived the nasty armbar. Okay. All right. So it doesn't seem like it was too bad. Paul said Mac Judo tossed Sumiko a few times. Actually, and threatened subs. You gotta see her survive the armbar. It was nasty, but Samiko turned up the heat and smashed her. Okay, now that's what I like to hear. It was a good fight. I'm gonna have to check that junk out. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Some of these girls, women, a lot more flexible when it comes to men in these arm bars. They can bust out them quick. But I expected Vanessa Demopoulos to kind of survive that arm bar, but that lets you know that at that point, yeah, it was just locked in the way she was extended. And Jacqueline, she's an expert. So I don't, yeah, Vanessa, I don't blame her for tapping in that one. Also, she was tossing she was tossing the knob around, man. James, what James said, is Natalia the next duck on Aaron's list? Tough one to call. Dang, he said the next duck on Aaron's list. Who all did Aaron duck? Oh, okay. You said Barbara. I was about to say, James, I'm about to jump on you for that. Aaron ain't duck nobody. That's one thing. Look, I'm gonna go to bat for on Aaron here. Look, everybody talking about Aaron this, Aaron that. Told you she would get there. Y'all still all right? Okay, Barbara. You better been talking about Barbara. I'm about to say. He said, but the Barbara list here, because we know. Look, Barbara tough. Barbara's got chances. She's got a chance to make something, but there's been some fights out there that's been, avoided. There's been some fights that's been avoided. I think, Aaron, she'll fight anybody. It's already been shown with her. Aaron will fight anybody. Vanessa was being patient. I think she was waiting on her chance and defending well. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she did all right. She was calm under the pressure. It wasn't like she was really getting beat up as far as just accepting what was happening. She was trying to defend some of them shots. Oh yeah. Leah McCourt and Sarah Collins. That's gonna be a good fight. I'm going with Sarah Collins though. I'm rocking with her. I mean, Leah McCourt big. She can handle it though, but I'm going with Sarah Collins as far as like who I'm kind of rooting for to see. I think that girl's explosive and she's pretty tough. Yeah, James trying to be funny at first. He said Aaron's list, man. He said Barbara. Yeah, Barbara, that's what you talking about. All right, let me pull this fight up, man. Let me go ahead and get this thing going. I want to do the replay here with y'all. I hope BJ that Natalia Silva performed to your liking as far as what you wanted to see. Like I said, I watched it last night, and Natalia Silva, as far as what I wanted to see, everything was checked off. Everything was checked off as far as what I wanted to see from Natalia Silva. So let me go ahead and pull this fight up, and I'm going to do a replay here and watch it. Restart it. Hold on. Sarah Collins is better equipped to face Cyborg, you think? Okay. I don't know about that yet, but I want to see her climb the ladder first. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. 25 underdog in this fight. There we go. Andrade already 32, Natalia 27, Andrade 5'1.5", 5'4" Natalia. How long is her reach? Okay, she got a 65-inch reach, Natalia. 62 for Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade be making that weight though, man. 124.5. All right. Let's get this thing started. Come on, let's load up here. Y'all know the names. Y'all know the game. Let's see what Natalia Silva looks like here again. Andrade, Andrade look heavy at this weight. Like a good size. All right, here go round one. There go them hips already shifting. Natalia Silva attacking that lead leg of Andrade early. She touching that leg to find the range. Andrade trying to close that distance. Oh, hold on, y'all. Something freezing up. All right, here we go. Andrade closing that distance. Yeah, Silva's always kind of putting her back to the cage. That's what makes it kind of dangerous. It's a jab to the chest. Man, Man, where's that right hand that she landed? She landed something wrong with ESPN. They keep on glitching out, man. I saw it last night when I did the replay. Where's that right hand that land, man? ESPN got to do something about this. I can hear it. I hear Natalia Silva, but I don't see the right hand. Yeah, right there. I couldn't see it, but I heard the right hand. I remember that shot landing, man. So you look at round one. Natalia Silva already setting that pace, jabbing to the chest. Andrade is trying to close that distance, but look at Andrade swinging that wild hook and wild overhand right. Andrade need to stop throwing them hooks, man. She too short for that. Like, she got to throw hooks when she on the inside. Good leg kick by Natalia Silva. She's on the move. See, Natalia Silva got to make sure she got cardio for how she moving. She burns a lot of energy. That's the one thing I'll say about Natalia Silva in this fight. That girl be moving and a lot of twitch. Good right hand. Good 1-2 from Silva. That's the pace that's being set here. That's the pace I was kind of thinking was going to happen. But Andrade did touch Silva a little bit more than I thought. Oh, good body shot. Ooh, upstairs Andrade with a left hook. See, Silva put herself in that cage, though, man. She got to turn. Andrade closing the distance, and she touched her with that hook. That was a good jab by Silva. Andrade, when she touched her with that hook, now she's getting a little bit more confident. Here she come. Andrade pressing her back to the cage. Andrade going upstairs. See, look at that. Look at this, man. I'm going back to 325. This is Andrade's problem. As short as she is, she be throwing these hooks. She be turning the hook inside, man, and she's long ways, man. Like, what is she doing? What is Andrade doing when she does that? Like, she be a mile away and she throw that hook. She need to curve that hook out instead of inward. She does that all the time. When she step in, she think your chin is right there. Oh, good leg kick by Silva. I haven't seen any leg kicks from Andrade yet. See, headhunt. See, she ain't really going to the body like that. There's another wild hook from Andrade. She just hoping one of them things lands when Natalia's back is to the cage. But Natalia did really well moving out. There's that Silva jab again. So want to move with them feints. Never staying in one spot. Oh, good combination. That 1-2. Then that head kick. Head kick was blocked, but still good. Oh, good double hooks from Andrade there. Right, left. She closing that distance again. If she would go to the body, she'd have a little bit more success, though. I mean, she keep going upstairs. Oh, Silva missed with that kick. Oh, good spin kick to the body from Silva. Ooh, Silva almost caught her with that head kick. Ooh, nice leg kick. That one kind of got a reaction from Andrade. Andrade kind of tried to brace herself for it. Oh, nice jab there by Silva. Hard jab. Oh, hard right hand lands for Andrade. Another one. Oh, good kick to the chest. Nice. Silva sent her flying across the cage, man. Man, she took that Andrade right hand well, man. That gave her good recovery time because, man, she caught her with that right hand. But then, hey, she threw out that spin kick and sent Andrade flying across the cage. All right, so she's getting – oh, nice shot there by Silva, right hand, just as Andrade swinging wild again. There's that Silva jab again. Andrade coming in, swinging wild. Nothing really land. Silva's good defense. Ooh, Silva catches another overhand right. So far, she taking these shots. Oh, good control by Silva. Good head control to go to the center. Oh, nice stomp kick right down to the knee on Silva. Silva throwing that jab low to the body. So far, Silva's, she's checking off a few things. Good chin. Good range. She doing the opposite of Dern. See, she's rolling with a lot of shots. She keeping her head going back instead. She ain't going into the power. Nice leg kick from Silva. I hope Dern is taking notes here. Oh, another right hand from Andrade from in between that flurry from Silva. Those are some good pronounced shots, but Silva's winning this round. Good kick to the chest from Silva. Finally, Andrade throws a kick to the body. Oh, nice leg kick. That one kind of that leg kick stunned Silva a little bit. That was a good leg kick from Andrade. 2 seconds left. Superman punch from Andrade. Another right. Okay, that was a tight round. That was a tight round. I would give that. I'm gonna give that to Silva though. I think Silva landed more shots, and that was a good kick across the, the kicker across the cage like that. Andrade was landing, her little shots here and there. She's still proving she's tough, but the power is not really there like at 125. I'll go ahead and say that now. James said, I think Herman knows a good fight. Oh, okay. James said Andrade landed a Superman punch. Yeah. Natalia ate a few good shots in there. She did. She did. James said Andrade landed good shots at the end of the round, but Silva won all three, landed more as well. All right, hold on. Look at Andrade laying down there. All right, here we go. Let's look at this round 2 here. Good jab, leg kick, high kick from Silva to kick the round off. Silva always throwing that jab out, measure. Never in one place. Like Andrade, I was hoping that they kind of studied her a little bit to make this a little bit more competitive. So we're just throwing out stuff, Good head control by Silva to go back to the center again. Silva taking chances with them spin kicks, but I guess Andrade's too slow for her. Oh, good right hand. Oh, Andrade, the leg kick kind of took Silva's leg out from under. Oh, Silva ate a couple of shots on the cage there. She defending that single leg here. Andrade can't really get them slams like she used to anymore. See, the takedown defense of these fighters is evolving. Silva's strong too. Look at her. This is another box that needed to be checked off. Look how strong Silva is. Look how she turning Andrade, going back to the center. So the toughness, the chin, and that strength, nice jab to the body from Silva. All that stuff is being checked off. Silva throwing that jab out from the southpaw. Ooh, good knee from Silva in the clinch. A lot of this movement's wearing Andrade down. You can see it's got her a little flustered. Silva with that high kick there. Oh, another nice jab. Her jab's not really like hitting Andrade square in the face. It's just so quick. It kind of real quick stunner. It's not even like Valentina's jab where it's like snappy, but it just pops you in the face real quick and she gone. And she just kind of throwing it to measure. Andrade can't get in that clinch groove, man. Look, so we're pushing her back again. Oh, good kick. Oh, 2 kicks. Yeah, kick to the body and that spin kick to the body from Silva. Andrade coming in there. She's coming in the only way she know how. That's the only thing she can do. A lot of pressure here from Andrade. Natalia Silva's scooting that hip out. Trying to exit out the right. Oh, good job there. She's controlling almost like she's going to a tie clinch. She just used that to break free. Silva throwing a combination from the southpaw stance. So attacking that lead leg. Andrade throwing those heavy punches, but there's not a lot of steam on them here. Oh, nice left hand. Ooh, that hard left hand she threw, man. You see that? Let me go back to that. Silva with the southpaw tag that eye, man. Andrade caught that fist in there. See, that ain't no eye poke. That was a fist to the eye right there. Straight left hand right in the eye. Yeah, Andrade didn't try to play it like no. She took it like a G. She didn't try to play it like it was no eye poke. She caught that left hand to the eye, man. Silva a little went too wild though, because like she was trying to go for that finish. Dang. Throwing out a lot of her kicks haven't really landed flush on Andrade though. Andrade has done a good job of blocking some of these kicks, with her arms and stuff. I will give her that. She's seen a lot of the spin and head kicks coming. They did defend that. Andrade going in for them hooks. Silva pushing her. Nice jab by Silva. Silva's kind of comfortable in this fight, though. I can say, like, not overly confident, but comfortable to a point where she can kind of bully back and pick and choose. She took a hard right hand from Andrade there, but she took it well. Silva creating space again. See, actually in this fight, Silva, she's doing a little bit of both. Silva will go to the cage and fight a little bit, kind of rope a dope Andrade a little bit, and then she'll go right back to moving. So she's done a mix of a mix of both. Good. Oh, kick to the chest from Silva, man. Big Andrade banging away at the guard, but she trying. Good high guard from Silva when she deflecting a lot of these shots. I know them arms probably sore after this fight. Oh, good elbow on the inside from Silva. Oh, yeah. Definitely 2-0 right now. Definitely 2-0 right now. Tubi said the speed and volume of Silva will be the problem with the Rose fight. Yeah, if you can't get her timing down and you can't stop her, that'll be the problem if her and Rose fight. It's gonna be a different type of fight there. Yeah, Silva definitely got a chin. None of those shots are wobbling her either. Like Andrade has hit her with some good shots, and none of them have wobbled her. All right, let me check out. Let's see what this third round. Let's go into this third round here real quick. Okay, Silva back at it. Still got the movement. Oh, good leg kick by Andrade. That's really like the first one she landed. And then Silva comes back with her own high kick, sticking that jab out. She still look fresh this third round. She still got a lot of movement right now. Wardrobe issue. All right. Back to it. Still throwing that jab. Still throwing it fast, clean. Leg kick, and she circles out. Andrade hadn't been able to really close that distance, man. By the time she does get in there, she eat a combination like that. 1, 2, 3. Good 1, 2, then a leg kick. Maybe if they had targeted like her body early. Oh, dang, 3 shots. Left, right, left from Silva. These are stinging shots. Like these aren't really like them right hands that Jana put down the pipe on her. Them really heavy shots like Aaron Blanch would hit her with, but they sting, man. They sting and frustrate you. Andrade can't even move this girl like Silva moving her. Silva don't even look like she feel like she in trouble here, on the inside. Silva just laying on her a little bit. Now she's about to exit. See? Turns Andrade and exits. Oh, it's big kick, man. That kick caught Andrade right in the face, man. Ooh. double kick, man. She went to that leg up to that head. Man, it's hard to keep up with somebody like this. This girl, she moves, man. She got a good combination. She gets good combinations off too, man. Like, oh, good right hand by Silva. Andrade was chasing her. Yeah, that's the only thing Andrade hasn't really sat on anything. You know, Silva hasn't really sat on anything to really hurt Andrade. So Andrade is still there. Andrade a little mentally frustrated, but she's not out of the fight. You know, she's taking shots, but she's not really physically hurt. Ooh, Andrade did catch her with a left hook there. Andrade knows 2 minutes left. She needs a finish. Fight. First time fight goes to the ground. Andrade's trying to pull her down. Silva getting back up with it. Silva throwing that jab to the body again. Andrade coming after. Andrade wearing that damage, boy. Here she comes, closing that distance. With a minute left, Andrade knows she got to line something up big. And here's all the while, like she was, stung her. Silva stung her. A good right hand from Andrade. I do like how Andrade was going low as she came up top, but she could still go to the body if she wanted to. Andrade needs to go to the body now because she could still hurt you. See, she trying to go for that knockout. Like, did she forget what she could do to Chukagan? Like when she went to the body. Dang, look at them significant strikes. 102. Her previous was 96. The previous was 96. There's another stiff jab from Natalia Silva, that kick to the body. She's starting to slow down a little bit. Yes, Silva's slowing down just a little bit. I see Silva looking at the clock. 5 seconds here, but she held up pretty well. I mean, she fought it. She fought the whole fight though. With 5 seconds left, I mean, there ain't no problem with that. Easy, what's up, man? He said, he late. He said, where we at? I'm late to the party. Oh, just wrapping up the fight, man. That was it. The last 5 seconds of the round. I just wanted to do a replay on it. Yeah, Natalia definitely took Andrade's best shots. Went pretty much as expected. Yep. Andrade couldn't even take her down. That was the game changer. Right. She couldn't even move her. She couldn't even move her on the cage, yo. Couldn't even move her. So with that, Andrade just had no answer. I had it 30-27. 30-27 down the pipe, down the line, man. I didn't think that Silva was ever in any serious danger, even if she was on the cage and she caught a couple of shots to the chin from Andrade. She knew how to kind of roll back with it. Solid fight, good performance. I hope that was enough for BJ. BJ, was that enough for you to see? I know you did give her credit, right? You finally gave her credit, right, when you were talking about it on the live. So I ain't gonna mess with you. But so Natalia Silva's got some skills, man. Just a couple of things like the grittiness that we want to see checked off. First we saw, her technique and everything, and her speed, athleticism. And at least we know now that she has a chin. She's still got the pop towards the end of the third round. She's got good cardio. She's durable. And she's focused. Number one thing, she's focused. So far, Teresa Blader has Silva in the most trouble on the ground. That's pretty much nobody nobody else even came close. Like Andrea Lee didn't even come close to getting her down to the ground. Easy said, I'm not worried about anyone beating Natalia but Manon. She's long, strong. The rest of the division is food. Pretty much. Moonlight said, no, there were times, there were moments, but I'm giving her respect now. I like her. There were moments like what? That she was really hurt in this fight or in trouble? Nah, I didn't see her hurt in this fight. Like the closest that she came Andrade was when she landed that right hand in the first round. But she comes back with that spin kick, knocks her back. Yeah, and she's strong. Yeah, but yeah, going back to what you saying, Marcus, Teresa Blader, yeah, she's the only one that's like actually had any success on the ground. Teresa Blader was. That's crazy. Jasmine didn't, but you would expect Andrea Lee, like I was saying, somebody that's strong and experience. Andrea Lee would have had tried something or been able to try to take her down. But when has Andrea Lee ever really, like I said, let it go? Like she just never lets it go like that. But moving forward in this one, man, I definitely want to see Silva in the top 5 fight now. Andrade, she's still just Andrade, and I think at this point where she fights, she can always give somebody a good fighter. She can always give a fighter a good fight, but I don't really see Andrade being, like a danger to some of these other girls anymore. If Rose was to lose against Aaron, then I'd want to see Rose and Andrade run it back, for a third fight. That's only if Rose loses against Aaron. But, if Rose moves on, she's going up. Yeah, no marks on Natalia Silva's face at all. Even when she took the shots, she was good. Yeah, good chance she wasn't phased. Moonlight said no. When she was against the cage, I was scared. The overhand right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they landed, but she was good. Like, was she in trouble? Yeah, that's what I mean. She was in trouble in the fight. She got put in some trouble. Yeah, I will say that. She got put in trouble, but the thing is, did she take the shots? Well, yeah. Yeah. But she caught a couple of those overhand rights and left hooks a few times. Yeah, but I was surprised, man. Like Andrade couldn't even like buckle her, man. I hope Dern was taking notes in this one, though. I'm gonna say it again, man. Her and Dern, they friends, but some of this stuff got to rub off on her, man. I know Dern ain't gonna turn into a mover like her. Yeah. You expect she's strong though. Like I expected her to be strong, but yeah, not like this type of strength that just kind of neutralized her. Like, yeah, she's strong. But then again, yeah, if you go back and look at like the Jasmine fight, she was always up on her game, like in that department. She got a lot of power in them legs. She generates some power and strength. She can move too. Like, yeah, she's strong. Yeah, takedown defense is really good. Her takedown defense is really good. Yeah, Manon's probably still the strongest in the division. Yeah, when it comes down to it, and that would be like Easy said, it was toughest fight. He said Rose gonna piece up Aaron and Natalia gonna eat those leftovers. Aaron might be done. Come on, man. Easy, she ain't done yet, man. Come on, man. Aaron is not done yet. Aaron is still here. Okay. I mean, it's a nasty division right now. Now we gotta add Natalia up in that tier where we talking nasty strikers now. Brian said Dern can move like that. Oh, move like Natalia Silva. Oh shoot. Ah man, she just need to take some of the fundamentals from what she's showing. Don't take the whole style because she can't move like that. Marcus said I knew Silva was strong when she grappled with Jasmine and Blader. Yeah, yeah. Imagine if Manon used offensive wrestling in her fight, she would be mauling these girls. Yeah, she would, man. Like had she used it against Aaron or even Rose, like she probably would have got the finish off of them. She probably would have finished both of them. Especially when it heavy into like the fifth round with Aaron, and in that third or second round Rose, she probably could have finished them off. And yeah, Natalia never misses leg day. Yeah, like that's why that's where a lot of her physical strength comes from too. In them hips. Yeah, Dern, man, take some notes from your girl. You was here cage side. Look at how she moving. At least learn how to throw out some shots. Like if you can't move like that on the feet, throw out a couple of good combinations and stay away from some punches. How about Natalia Silva, her not being that big of a flyweight? Y'all think she could move down to strawweight? You said a fight with Macy Barber is still very dangerous. Yeah, yeah. It still always has that punch factor, but I would still go with Natalia Silva because Natalia Silva is really busy too. Like Natalia Silva is busy. She just stays focused too. Like I think Macy Barber is tough, but there's some rounds where Macy sit back too long. She just kind of sits back too long in certain fights. Like you got to be right in her vicinity to get her going. Sometimes, sometimes Barber kind of sits back. She kind of shadow boxes too much. Like I still think Macy Barber, her main thing is finding her range. Like the girl can punch, but when she's fighting a rangy fighter, like when she fought Andrea Lee and Caitlin Chikagian and Alexa Grasso, them girls that can move on the feet. She has a lot of problems with those type of fighters. So I think if Natalia Silva is moving on her, she gonna have some problems there. On the inside, it could be a good fight, but no. You said she cuts around 20 pounds to make flyweight. You don't think strawweight is I don't think strawweight is possible. Okay. Yeah, because she's not that big of a, she's not that big of a flyweight. That would be interesting though. Shoot, because I thought, hey, if Macy Barber talked about strawweight, shoot, Natalia Silva. Natalia Silva could move down. Easy see Natalia got a nasty check hook with Macy's name on it called Macy Hatton. Oh boy. Moonlight. I also thought Natalia was small until yesterday. Yeah, yeah. Well, Running Rennie says Macy Barber really injured or is she ducking? Is Macy Barber really injured or is she ducking? A rematch with Marina Rodriguez now. Oh, she would win that this time around. I think some times have changed. Marina's still one of my favorite fighters to watch, but nah. Yeah, that is a lot of muscle on them legs in Natalia Silva. So yeah, she's probably right at home. Natalia Silva's right at home where she needs to be. And she's on a good train track right now too, man. So let me see. Andrade is number 6. So Natalia will probably get that number 6 spot. And then they could probably let her fight the winner of Aaron and Rose. But then again, if Aaron and Rose, no, this is what I said last week. If Aaron does beat Rose, I think Aaron might have to fight Natalia next. Because with her coming back from one fight, I don't think they would give her that type of that treatment to get a title shot right away. Aaron went on a nice streak, but if she lost in that fashion to Manon and then she say beats Aaron, she might have to fight one more fight again. Now, if Rose wins, she'll be probably next in line because she'll have a nice little win streak there. Moonlight says she looked like Tabitha Ricci again. Well, Tabitha Ricci, she was just outgunned. She had nothing. She had nothing for her, man. She didn't need to be in that division. Yeah, that's the question. When is Barbara coming back? Paul said, chill with the Macy hate. He said, how dare you all? How dare you? Well, I give her this, Paul. She is on IG hitting the mitts again, and she said something about being back. So we'll see. We'll see if she comes back in December, man. We'll see if she comes back in time, to put herself into that placement again. We got a lot of good fights going on. I mean, you got the rubber match going on this you got the rubber match coming up this Saturday. Then you got Aaron and Rose fighting now, who was originally supposed to be in that spot. Macy, right? So we'll see, man. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a second, y'all. I'm looking at something right now. Okay. Yes, that might be the thing. That's the thing. To be said, side note, I think Jacqueline Cavalcanti might need to be in a 135-pound threat list. Yeah, she looks good. Yeah, Jacqueline Cavalcanti was looking good in that fight. I like what she's working with too, man. The thing I'm just a little bit worried about with Jacqueline is the size for the division. That size for the division. I think I want to see her tested against somebody maybe that's a little bit bigger and stronger, and see how she looks at on the inside. I want to see how she fights on the inside like that. And I want to see her takedown defense. She's done really well moving and just outstriking these strikers. When she fought, what's the other girl's name? Zara Farron. Yeah, she beat her, and then Jocelyn Nunes. So yeah, I want to see her in there with maybe like not a striker, hook. She just fought striker, but like a grappler next. Rini said, "Do you think Macy Barber is fat?" She's thick. She's not fat. I think she just, she's not a fat girl. No, not at all. I think she's just kind of a thick size girl. She thought she could be a strawweight, but I don't think she could be a strawweight right now. In her younger years, she was a little bit more tighter, but I wouldn't call her fat. No, like, what fat looks like. I mean, I don't really see too many fat girls in the flyweight division. I'm trying to think, like, who would you call fat? Like, of course, there's gonna be girls with a little meat, but fat is fat. Like, when I hear fat, I think fat. Like rolls hanging down. But Macy Barber, she's kind of got big thighs and stuff. Like, she's just a thick girl. Big bone girl. Women just tend to put on a little bit more weight when they get older too. So Macy Barber, she gonna be in there like jiggling either. You know what I mean? Well, she does in like the right places. As a woman who has some figure to her, she jiggles like that. But early Mackenzie Dern, like 2018 Mackenzie Dern, she was kind of heavy. She was kind of heavy fat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she used to kind of, yeah. Because, she was just not disciplined at the time. Chelsea Chandler is the closest to beast. Oh, yeah. That would be somebody that she could be tested against. Like, as far as, her stand takedown defense. Oh, you said, bro, I can't moonlight. So I can't wait for Amanda Lemos, Jan Jana. Oh, you know that's gonna happen. No, you know what? Don't be surprised, Moonlight. They might make Jan Jana versus Verna Jandaroba. Because you know Verna ain't gonna get that title shot now, you know. Who was that said? Yeah, like Suarez has fight news coming up, right? Because you know Suarez and Whaley's gonna be lined up. So Verna versus Jan is probably gonna happen. Watch, I'm telling you. Easy, man. Easy, man. Like it's funny because he be reading my mind whenever it comes to certain things sometimes. He said Eileen Perez is nasty. I mean, the things she be doing are nasty, man. Like she presenting the way she be her presentation sometimes is just a little too much, man. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're gonna do Verna versus Jan. Watch, they're gonna do Verna because they right there. They right there. And if Jan wants to get back in the mix, she gonna have to fight a grappler. You know, no. Who would you have? Well, let me see. Who would you have in a Lemos Jan fight? I look. You know, I'm a Lemos fan over here, but as of lately, Lemos hasn't really been showing the highest IQ. I think I would have to go with Jan Jana, man. I would have to go with Jan Jana. Yeah, okay, yeah, Jan too. Yeah, I think Jan just got the movement, and she'll let her hands go, man. Jan Jana, yeah, if her and Lemos fight, but I think they're going to do Jan Jana versus Verna. I think they might do that next. Oh, Verna's the backup for Whaley Todd. Oh, okay. I know. Is she? I know Kayla Harrison wants to be the backup for Pena and Pennington, but I'm like, let's just hope they get this fight out of the way. Let Pena go ahead and do her thing, get her shot, get this fight out of the way. But if anything, yeah, I would say, yeah, I don't care. You know, Kayla's the backup for that. Fine, yeah. Seems like they doing backups a lot now. I mean, when you got a nice little lineup or somebody that deserves it, Manon Fior, I think she earned her place as a backup the most out of any of the fighters in the divisions. I think Manon won 7 fights in a row now. Now she got to wait. So yeah, she's a good backup. Kayla, she'll be a good backup. Just if something was to happen, just because there's nobody else, right? Verna was definitely a good backup too, though. Yeah, Verna's put together a nice win streak. So she would probably be like second there. Easy say Jan. Lemos is stupid. Lemos will gas herself out for one big shot. Even though Whaley beat Jan, I think it would have elevated her confidence to a degree. Yeah, I think so. I think so, James. Yeah, I think it's elevated her confidence to a certain degree. That's Russian running, Rainy. That they over there talking in Russian because Paul's from that background. G Frank said, "I'd never be a backup," but the way he did the Gamrot. Oh man, I yeah, Valentine still y'all got to give Valentina credit. You think she would have beat Manon at that time? Hey, it's possible. Like I said, I got it. Look, Valentina is still a dangerous fighter. I was watching the rematch the other day. I ain't gonna lie, man. Look, it's gonna be controversial again. I already told y'all I thought Valentina won the fight against Grasso in the rematch, but I gave Valentina 1, 3, and 4, and maybe 5. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can talk trash all you want, but this is what I gave it to Valentina. Y'all gonna say I'm being greedy here, but as I was watching the fight again, this is like the 4th, 5th time now. That's what I thought. This is what I thought the score was. Look, I gave Valentina 1, 3, and 4, and maybe 5. 5, I can swing because she made that stupid mistake and almost got submitted. But I gave Valentina 1, 3, and 4. You could look at Twitter at the time too. Everybody kept trying to make it interesting by saying it was 2-2. But then some people would say it's 2-2, but it could be 3-1 for Valentina. They were trying to play that. They're trying to play that fence and make it interesting. Say, oh, it's just draw right now. It's tied up. But they said no, it could be 3-1. It could be 3-1 right now, or 3-1 right now. Zama said impossible. Nah, it ain't impossible. But like I said, that's why I thought. I'm just putting that out there. I ain't gonna argue it because I already watched it enough times. Now, Grasso, yeah, she had that success. Grasso was wearing some damage too in that 4th round. Valentina caught her with that one combination, kind of thudded her a little bit, kind of snapped her a little bit. It's like, dang. But she stayed in the fight. She was always there. Get what Candy said. I agree. I thought she won those rounds. Yeah. Yeah. There were some good exchanges from Grasso. Like, of course, 2nd round, she won that clearly. Like when she was teeing off, like she was letting go some nice work. Nice work. James said 10-8 for 5th. No, ain't no 10-8. There was no 10-8. Because they didn't even do round 2 as a 10-8, right, James? I mean, it was round 2 wasn't a 10-8. And then she had some good work. Moonlight said, CB99, we love your channel here in South Africa, bro. Respect. Oh, appreciate that, man. Oh, dang, got somebody from South Africa too now. I appreciate that, man. Well, I'm glad you do, man. As always, way out there, man. South Africa all the way here where I'm at on the southeast of the United States. That's why it's fun to get on here. You just never know who you're going to meet. And we all share the same love for WMMA or similar love. You know what I mean? Like, no, we all got the same love for the sport. I mean, we all got our favorite fighters and so on, but different takes and such. Glad you could be here, though. Definitely. Easy said Grasso should have been stripped. Draws and titles should result in a vacant title. Yeah, because so I know the rules now, but I'm playing dumb here again. Like I might ask this before, but does her draw count as an actual title defense? It shouldn't, right? It just means the title was retained, right? By the title was just kept. Like she kept the title because the result was a draw, right? But you don't count that as a defense, right? Because I know in boxing when there's a draw, they don't count that as a defense. I know, like when I was counting one guy's title defenses, can't remember who it was. Like they didn't put that on the list. To be said, you have forever inflated my expectations from Winona. I think that's why I favor Natalia slightly. I know the results speak for themselves, but Natalia's just different. To be said, I inflated your expectations from Winona. Well, Natalia, I favor her too, as far as like being a threat, though. I mean, what did I inflate? I mean, you can, if you watch for yourself. I mean, I still think of her as a threat to the division. Of course, she's there. I mean, if you favor Natalia, fine too, because I put her on my second triple threat list. Yeah, okay, yeah, title retained, but not a title defense. Yeah. Donovan said, yeah, she didn't let Shevchenko win the fight. She didn't let her win the title. If only a legit draw. Coachman said, do you think the belt should be vacant if it's a draw in a title fight? Oh, let me think. Um, hmm. It doesn't seem like a bad idea, does it? It really don't seem like a bad idea. Because let's see, if this person here didn't do enough to take it, and the challenger didn't do enough to take it, putting it up for grabs, it would kind of upset the champion, which is what it should do because they didn't do enough. But at the same time, the challenger might walk away feeling a little bit better. The challenger might walk away feeling a little bit better, saying, at least he didn't keep his title because he or she didn't do well enough. And it would make the former champ have to fight harder next time. Yeah, because it's almost yeah. It's not a bad idea. It's not really a bad idea. It's not really a bad idea when I think about it. Um, I'm not really like advocating for. I'm just saying, like, if you did do that, you just say, "Oh man, neither person did enough to keep this throne." Because imagine if it's like a throne, they're fighting for a throne. If you got two armies fighting for a throne, if neither one of them if neither one of them gets the throne, or they fight to a stalemate or a draw, then nobody's actually going to be sitting in that throne, right? Neither one of them got it. You were supposed to defend your kingdom, but you couldn't keep them out, and they couldn't get you. You couldn't get back in there. So it's like, why not, right? George, what's up, man? George said, so what's the future Andrade has now? Andrade can still fight on, man. She can still fight on just as a fighter, I think, but I don't really see her winning. Air Mike, what's going on? I don't really see not Air Mike. I don't see Andrade making. I don't see her making it to like top 3 in either division anymore. I don't see her making it to top 3 anymore. Who else? I think she could just fight. I think she could fight on and still beat some of the girls on the come up and be that type of fighter, like, a gatekeeper. That's why I said go ahead and give Angela Hill her rematch, Easy ruffling feathers with that one. I mean, hey, if they did do it, we would be used to it. That's why I'm keeping an open mind to it, because at the same time, you disappointed the fans by not defending your belt. So why should you be walking home with the belt? you know? Oh, to be said, I don't know. Like when I watch him, I'm expecting like a complete and utter shutout, an obvious discrepancy, and I see that kind of assessment easier with Silva than Manon for some reason. It's hard to put in words. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it depends on who the fighter is too. Like I could go through the matchups, two beasts, and I feel like the people that Manon has fought are thinkers. You know what I mean? Like they're more experienced thinkers. Like Rose is still a tough fighter, even though she was one of the small strawweights. She's still a tough fighter. She's a smart fighter. Do I think she could have ran over at some point? Yeah. Jessica Andrade versus who for the BMF belt? Joanna actually called for that. Joanna actually wanted to come back for that fight, Moonlight. Joanna Andrade for the BMF belt. Because, I mean, who really is the other BMF at this point besides Andrade? If you can't find her an opponent, she's just going to be the champ by default. Denise Gomes. Oh no, they actually work together. They actually be training together too. That's funny. I think your thing is two beasts with the fighter you talking about, with like the difference between Manon and Silva is, I'm telling you that she's got the potential to be champion. I think you're looking more for excitement. See, Natalia Silva is more of an exciting. She has more of an exciting style because she's moving and she's throwing real powerful kicks and she's going and going and going. Where I think Manon, she makes adjustments and fights more. That's how I see it. Like, she's not always going for the finish, and that's what you're probably missing when I told you to watch out for her. Because I told you when I was watching her, I was saying she's gonna make it up here for how she fights and the certain things that she's doing. That's probably the difference. Like Natalia, I said the same thing too, but maybe that's just where it differs. Some people, when they want to keep seeing knockouts, and the knockouts stop coming, people start to feel like, oh, this person ain't that good. They feel like, oh, they ain't gonna make it just because the knockout stop. But honestly, Natalia Silva, she's not really knocking a lot of people out either. She's doing what she got to do to win. Moonlight said he want Andrade to win it. Oh, Lolita, what's going on? Lolita said JJ has not fought in a while, and I'm feeling that. Nah, I'm not either. I'd be worried about her. Air might, hey, Tisha Torres, yeah, hey, Tisha Torres, Tisha Torres ain't never been finished. Tisha Torres, she's a tough little girl. I mean, she ain't never been like known as like this beast up in there, but she's all right, definitely on my list of tough girls. But yeah, but Joanna, man, her coming back, that's dangerous. Moonlight said, what is Natalia still supposed to do against Manon? I could think of a few things, as far as what she would have to do. But that's the thing, when you got two fighters that fight at a range and play chess, like who's going to be the winner there? Like, it's either going to be person that goes in, fights gritty, takes the rounds from the judges, or that bigger, stronger fighter, the more well-rounded fighter. Might become like a Joanna Valentina type of fight. That's a fight I think Manon would have to show that next level, like when Valentina and Joanna were fighting, where she would have to start taking her down and start bullying her a little bit, and, putting that strength on her. You know what I mean? Like, because that was a good fight, Joanna and Valentina, when they fought. That was a good matchup. I liked when Joanna stepped it up to fight her at 125. Because Joanna actually looks strong at that weight too. How about Tisha Torres for the BMF? That would be a cool fight. Yeah. I mean, hey, Tisha Torres, she tough. Like, let her get back into her groove at strawweight. Easy said, piggybacking off James' comment, do you think the champ should walk out with the belt? I always thought that was weird about the UFC. No champs walk with their belt. Do you think they should walk out with the belt? Yeah, I think they should. Just like in boxing, I, you got your crown on, right? You walk out with the crown, come in to fight. I think they should. I mean, you don't at that point, what are they trying to do? Humble the fighters or something? Like they could be, they earn that level to walk out with their belt. I think that'd be cool. Boxing, they do it. I never really thought it was like an issue. Still nothing really I think about, but I would think, yeah, it's fine to do that. Let the champ walk out with their belt. This is a question different than the draw you were talking about, right? You don't mean like the former champ with the draw, right? This doesn't have nothing to do with the draw anymore, right? Is that a separate question from the draw? Because if you're talking about with the draw, then they shouldn't walk out with the belt. But I mean, just in general, just in general, like yeah, I think a champ should be able to come in there with their belt. Yeah, I missed that fight. I missed that fight, George. Angela Hill versus Andrade for the BMF fight once every 2 years. Yeah, that's yeah. Go ahead and give them the honorary belt. Yeah, Angela Hill, Andrade for that BMF. Yeah, I need to go watch that Mika and Stiller fight. Then I missed that other fight on there. The two girls making their debut. Okay, let me see. I'm just kind of scrolling through here. Oh, to be said, okay. The thing is, I love chess matches too, grapplers, strikers, and all. Okay, so I really don't know. I mean, the Aaron fight was the first fight since the Buena Silva fight where she clearly dominated. Yeah, yeah, which is fine with me. Like I don't expect every fight to be one sided. What's the news on Stamp? Heard her knee was messed up. Yeah, she was on the One FC broad, the live stream. She was on the One FC. Did Paul say something about Stamp earlier? I might have missed it. I know. Did somebody say something about Stamp earlier? Because I was watching the One FC card just a little bit on Friday night, and they were talking to her. They were doing a little, just a little documentary segment, and she's trying to still work on her knee, get back into shape, and she's just slowly recovering right now, just slowly making her recovery. Will it be the same? I don't know. Moonlight said Tisha Torres fights once every 2 years. Yeah, she should be back though. Like she was well, since the baby, right? She was fighting more than that before, right? Because I know since she had the baby, of course she'd been out 2 years, but before that, she was fighting a lot, right? Yeah, because in 2022 she fought once. 2021 she fought once. She fought twice in 2020, twice in 2019. Yeah, so yeah, she was fighting 2 times a year, but she just had that the pregnancy. Yeah. Yeah, she's starting to walk again. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, they still do the ring. They still do the ring two beasts, which yeah, it does kind of get on my nerves too, because I hate whenever like somebody's head is out of the cage and they gotta reset it or out of the ring. I hate that. They still do they do cages too, but I think yeah, they still do ring, man, because I want to say the card there was some MMA fights on that one card with what is her name? The one Muay Thai fighter, the 18-year-old girl. She just fought because there was MMA fights on that card, and I think they were having a couple of issues like that. Smila, yeah, on the Smila Fairtex card. Yeah, they was still doing MMA fights in there. George said, any news on Macy Barber? Not anything new. Not anything new. Just her on Instagram still training, still posting little clips and stuff. Let me see. Well, August 30th, she posted up back to it. Dang, it has already been. Dang, it was already a week ago since she posted that. Yeah, she posted up that she's back to it. So we'll see what that means. Like maybe she just back to training, or did she got a potential fight lined up? Is Mike Bell going to be a judge this weekend? I hope not. Lolita says Macy have health issues. Yeah, she's had some health issues. She's had some health issues that kind of stopped her from fighting. Like not like physical, but like I guess some serious stuff. I like to see Superlek and Rod Tank come to MMA. Yeah. Yeah, they need to get away from that ring. Yeah, George. They need to get away from the ring in there, man. Like I don't like the ring. Only for Muay Thai. But even then, even Muay Thai sometimes it's kind of tricky. Sometimes it looks a little tricky against the cage or against the ropes, but definitely not for MMA. Man, shoot, Mike Bell gonna have to bring protection, man. If he come up in there again, he gonna have to make sure he got some protection when he come up in there. Fairtex needs to stop with that fighters taking their last name. Yeah. It be throwing you off too sometimes. Be like, Smila Fairtex, Smila Sundale, and be like, what? What? But use your own name. Oh yeah, let me do this five. What I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna do Grasso's five fights. One of my favorite fights from Grasso. I did the Valentino one. Now I'm gonna do that one too, Paul. I didn't forget. Lolita said Natalia versus Kareem. Um, who would I favor in that one? I might favor Natalia just because of her as of right now. I want to see what Kareem looks like against Viviana Arujo first. Still want to see what she looks like in that fight. Anybody else excited for Diego Lopez, Brian Ortega? Yeah, I see some blood in that fight. It should be interesting. Somebody definitely going to be getting cut up and hurt in that fight. So I definitely want to see it. Going to have some action in there. Grasso, Mizuki, and Invicta. Yeah, I probably have to go with Natalia in that Korean as of what I'm seeing now, just off of the cardio and the movement. She's not going to be easy to take down and submit. Um, let's see let's see what Kareem Silva offers against Viviana Arujo as far as like improvements in her like patience and next level of striking again. She has been getting better, but yeah, yeah. Yeah, Ortega is dangerous, man. Like Ortega can be losing, but he's still somebody that can beat the odds sometimes. You know, Ige did better than I thought. You know, Ige he did a lot better than I thought, man, in that fight against Lopez. You know, they called dude up to come to the fight, and he came and showed up, and he gave an interesting fight. You know, he gave a good effort. And Easy said there's only one true Silva, and her name is Natalia. Dang, man. Come on now, Kareem's still in there. Kareem's still in there. Oh. James said Natalia should fight for the belt by mid next year. Probably, yeah. She should probably be fighting for it in the summertime or spring. How do y'all think how do you think Natalia Silva fares against Grasso's style? Like, will Grasso be able to figure her style out, catch up to her? Because that's the thing, you know, like Natalia Silva lets off a lot of nice body kicks too. You know, she lets off some of those shots that you really need to let go against Grasso. Easy said, I'm enjoying the Taz run now because I know Manon's going to end it. Hey, I'm enjoying it too, man. These fighters are winning some nice, you know, they're going on some nice little win streaks. 5 and 6 wins. Hey, Easy, look, I was enjoying Aaron's, right? I tried to enjoy it. I was enjoying both Aaron and Manone's at the same time, but I knew Aaron's had to end at some point, and that was the point it ended. To be said, Grasso's problem will be her lack of kicks and the volume and speed discrepancy. Yeah, that's what I think. Zama said Grasso's got better boxing and defense. Better boxing, yes. Defense is okay, but she can still be her defense can still be penetrated. Definitely has better boxing as a whole as far as, you know, her picking her shots, but defense wise, it's okay. It's okay. You know, that high defense, I think Natalia Silva still hits the body, and you can still hit her in the forehead a lot too. Like Grasso gets hit in the forehead a lot, which I know people say that hurts the knuckles, but put knots on Grasso's head when she fought Vivian Araujo, you know. So Valentina still, you know, was able to get in there. So Natalia Silva's combinations, I think, if she's able to get right up the middle, she can still land them shots. You know, she can still land some shots on her. Like, I don't think her defense would be too much trouble for Natalia. Grasso's got timing. That's why I'll say Grasso's boxing and her timing would be the things that would get her a possible victory there. But Natalia Silva, her being so fast and awkward and athletic, you know, those are some big keys there that, you know, could get her a victory over Grasso. But Grasso, heavy hands, you never know how she could catch her. Moonlight said, I think Grasso's flat-footed for Natalia, but much better boxing skills. Yeah, definitely got the better boxing skills when it comes down to that. Like, even when she commits to punches. Easy. Yeah, easy. Everybody, I know everybody thought Rose gonna win that too, right? So Six said just watch Wayne Tong run through the division. Don't say I didn't call it. Wayne Tong runs through the division. Huh. Does Wang Tong really run through the division? I think she runs into problems when she gets to Karine Silva. First off, I think when she runs into Wang, I think when she runs into Karine Silva, that's where the problem comes in. Yeah, right, Easy. Yeah, yeah. When she sits down on him, yeah. Whenever Grasso sits down on her punch, that's where she comes in like heavy handed. Like when she landed on Valentina, that's where she really put that stamp on her shots. Moonlight said, let's be honest, Andrade had a very good game plan. It was Izzy versus Alex one in there, that pressure. Um, it could have been better, if Andrade had, worked the body a little bit more. Like if she went to legs and body more than head hunting, she probably would have executed better. Wang Tong might get beat by Ariane Lipsky. She might get beat by Karine Silva right now. Like there's so much, man. There's so much work that has to be done, man. Look, I'm gonna say this. Look, I don't want to see Wang Tong on her back in her next fight, just laying there either. Like when that happened, I'm gonna screenshot it and we're gonna talk about it. Do y'all want me to do that? If she fights somebody like Montana and wind up on her back, I'm gonna use that as my background. I'm gonna use it as my background on my next full month of live streams. That better not happen. Let's see if we get Wang Tong. Let's see. Look, if we get Wang Tong versus Montana, Wang Tong versus Casey O'Neill, and they both put her on her back and they win the fight, I'm gonna put that up as my background. If she wind up on her back in any of them fights and she lose that way, okay. To be said, those who are high on Wang really need to not fall into the trap of putting weight on fights that happened several years ago. And I'm talking about a decade, man. Almost at a decade. Six said it's a striker's world in the flyweight division. It is. It is, but it's a well-rounded one too now. Like you got a lot of grapplers in there too. It's a well-rounded division. Like you got a lot of good strikers, but it's a well-rounded division, man. Aaron might say I think Lipsky lost her edge. She even removed the violence from her nickname. That alone makes me think Wayne would traumatize her on her feet. Nah, I don't think so. I think Lipsky's a tough fight too, man. Lipsky is not Victoria Leonardo. Don't get her twisted now. Like, look, Lipsky just got in here too. So no, Kong versus Tom versus Karine Lolita. I have to say Karine as of right now. I'm going with Karine Silva. Moonlight said who wins Wei versus Natalia Silva at 125. Silva. Shoot, if Silva could make weight to a 115, I might have to say Silva, man. I mean, she's doing it. Look, she's doing the right thing. She's promoting. Wang Tong is doing perfect. She's promoting, okay? She's just promoting herself right now. But as hardcore fans, different. I know different. As a hardcore fan, I know different. Like there's still some work that needs to be done. Is she does she got the spotlight on her right now? Yeah. Is she being talked about right now? Yes, of course. Is she doing the right thing? Yeah, of course, of putting her name in everybody's mouth right now. But does she still have to pass those tests? Yes. Does all this trash talk in history from before with Valentina, does that exempt her from having to, go through a test like everybody else did? Tyler, Aaron Blanchfield, Manon Fior, Natalia Silva, Karine Silva? No. She still got to do everything they done to me. To be said, Dakota is more impressive to me than Wang in terms of resume. Yeah, in terms of resume, I would say, yeah, of course, Dakota is. Dakota's what, 12 and something now? 12, well, 12 and 0. 13 and 0. She got my respect with the Jenna Bishop win and got a lot of finishes too. She's got, of course, more finishes. And they've been fighting about the same level of fighter, but Dakota has been stepping it up now. And now if she fights and beats Tyler Santos, yeah. Paul said, can we see Wang versus Dakota in the future? Only way that's gonna be settled is when that fight happens in the future. Because if Wang holds up to her hype and continues to grow, you'll see that fight in like 2-3 years. Okay, I'm enjoying this conversation, but I'm gonna have to leave here in a few minutes. Make sure you hit the like button if y'all like talking some WMMA. Like always, got some good WMMA talk over here. What I already said, for me, I like to see her fight. Easy said Santos ain't no test. Yeah, she's a test. She is a test for Dakota. She's still a test for Dakota. James said, "Yo, Combo Attic is a big fan of yours. He said he likes to hear your opinion before even giving his something. Really? I'm a fan of his, though. I'm a fan of his. I mean, I appreciate that. I always appreciate, because I always hear, like I say, when some people get blocked by him, I always say it like this. It's like, hey, some people, they want to give their opinion and that's it. And I always respect his opinion. He comes on here to analyze fights, but when some people just start saying stuff out of pocket, hey, you gone, you know? I have a little bit more, sometimes I'm like, I definitely feel like I can see why he blocks people. James said, yeah, he said you're the spot for WMMA talk. I heard him say that when he was giving his assessment of the Silva Andrade talk. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen his video, man. I haven't seen it, but yeah, shout out to Attic. I appreciate that, man. Not that many, WMMA channels, and I always, like to hear his opinion when I can catch him. Even coach, whenever coach gets back onto it, I know he's been busy. When he gives his opinion on these fights, I always like to hear what he has to say. Um, Rose should not have to start at the bottom. Hold on, Paul. I'm trying to find that comment. He said read his last comment. Hold on. Y'all are like, okay. Oh, okay. Y'all are like, I'm not impressed by Dakota's 10 KOs. Meanwhile, Wayne gets one, and y'all are like, oh wow, oh my, yeah. Yeah. Like, I liked it as a knockout. Moonlight said, I think Dakota stops Tyler too. Dang, we gotta talk about that, man. Yeah, we gotta talk about that here in a minute. Not now, but maybe I'm gonna do a video talking about that because I think the possibility is there, and that's what's scary about it. Because I'm kind of worried for Tyler. I'm kind of worried for Tyler right now, man. But yeah, Paul, what you were saying, man, 10 knockouts. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when I watched that knockout from Wayne Tong, it was good. It was fun. That was it. But it doesn't tell me she's top 15 or she's the best, Same thing when I watch Dakota's 10, Paul. Like, when I want to see a finish, when I want to see a good body shot, I like it. I watch it just to watch it. I don't think Dakota is the champion of a future champion yet of the UFC. She could be, but she's not. It's just entertaining. So I just put it in the category of whoa right now. That's all. I just put it in the category of whoa. Just like a lot of Dakota's wins, they're just in that category of whoa because she be finishing some of these girls, but some of these girls aren't really like the best. But Dakota, she's got an opportunity right now. If she go in there and finish Tyler, yeah, I'm gonna give her credit for that. I'll give her credit easy. I'm still give her credit if she beats Tyler Santos in that fashion. If she woes me with the Tyler Santos knockout, then yeah, I'm gonna give her some credit there more than Wayne Tong. Uh, I think she has good work ethic though, like killer instinct and work ethic. I just don't like how the matchmakers at PFL are making it seem like she's unstoppable or beat the best when she's fighting the losers. Moonlight, you said she's underrated, but that's the thing for me. Like I don't like the way the matchmakers at PFL are. I know they're promoting. I know it's a show, but she hadn't beat any winners in the tournament. That was my thing. That's the main thing I keep arguing about is like Dakota hasn't beat a winner in the tournament. Like she hadn't beat Liz yet or Tyler. Everybody else was fighting the winner of the tournament. She was fighting the losers. That was the thing that was shaking me up all the time. Paul said, do we have a date yet for Dakota and Tyler? No, not yet. No date yet. To be said, I found quite a few channels that are well informed and enthusiastic about WMMA, although not mostly exclusive WMMA channels. It's good they give them proper analysis. Yeah. And I can bet two beats they're all are they all men? Like I haven't really seen any women do any WMMA talk. There's one other channel I've seen that I mentioned her maybe like a year or two ago. I forget her name. There's one woman that um she does interviews with a lot of the women. She interviewed some of the same people I had before, like Miranda Maverick and so on. And I can't remember her name. Like she was a good channel, like, but not too many people watch her. I think I ain't subscribed to her. It's a lady that interviews, WMMA fighters. Like she gives support. She gives support to them. James said only Perez can get under my skin. No, you might irritate it a little bit like a mosquito bite, but if you got under my skin, you wouldn't be in here. Well, let put it this way: you can irritate me, and I'm not gonna block you because James don't. You irritate. It's not like, how do I describe it? I can't even describe it. You don't irritate me. Let me put it that way. See, I can't even say you do. You don't irritate me. Josh, Josh. Lisa lost. I saw that Lisa lost. I didn't watch it yet, but I saw that. Yeah, Cynthia Calvillo got her belt. Cynthia got her belt, man. Josh said, "Do you think Lisa will go to the UFC because she lost to Cynthia, or no? No, she can still get there. It ain't over yet. She's still young, man. Like Lisa losing to Cynthia Calvillo just means she got to go back to the drawing board. Maybe go over to LFA. Shoot, go over there and fight Shannon Clark. Shannon Clark's coming off a loss, and hey, go from there." 2B said there's one I found based goddess. She trains and she gives good analysis. Relatively new though. Yeah, this lady I saw, man, she's been around for a while, man. I can't remember her name. But yeah, she always gives a lot of credit to the women, man. Because that's all she does is just interview. She just does interviews, and she interviews all the women. She was doing a lot of the Invicta fights. Can't think of her name though. Appreciate that, James. James said, "I make sense and then neutral. Sometimes I try to make sense." No woman would survive a Khabib camp, period. Easy. He said, no woman would be let in a Khabib camp. No woman would be let in a Khabib camp, man. Unless she was, I guess, serving dinner. That's how they think, right? That's how he does. Six said it's harder for Asian males to break out in the industry because the competition is steep in WMA. It's like more tangible for the Asian community to take over. Yeah, the women tend to break out a little bit more, Yeah, because look now, Wayne Tong, she's being talked about. Wei Lee. Yeah, Wei Lee. Oh, James said unless it's the one, meaning Valentina. Valentina, man. I mean, Valentina. I mean, what Valentina was doing in the Tough House had these guys kind of sweating, man. I give Valentina credit, man. She came in there and she had those dudes working. Whenever they found out about that no water policy, those guys, they were like, "Hey, is this legal?" Some people were actually asking, "Are we allowed to do that?" I don't know if it was any of the fighters, but a lot of people were. A lot of people were up in arms about that no water policy. I'm like, she didn't take away their water. She just ain't letting them drink during training. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but the advice she was giving these guys too, like the way she de-escalated, the situation, the way she de-escalated the situation with the two guys, Loader and Cooper, about the whole elbows thing. You know, she calmed them down. For the most part, they were respectable to her. You know why? Because she brought that experience, and you know, she brings that type of she demands that type of respect. Her presence, you know, she brought that type of presence there. You know, that's why Valentina, you know, was respected by all the guys there. You know, they had to listen to her because hey, she's the champion. You know, she was the champion. You know, she's been multiple champion, no, man or woman, and that's who she trains with. You know, Six said I actually got more respect for Valentina now after watching the Tough House. Yeah, you have to. I mean, now, yeah, look, she got Easy crushing on her now. Easy didn't like her before. Easy, he's in love now. James said, "Who? So who do you prefer to win in the trilogy for the division? Who do I prefer to win the trilogy for the division? To me, there's two parts of it. Like, I want to see Valentina get it back because I thought she won the second fight. If Grasso won, it definitely would benefit for I think it's definitely a bigger benefit for Grasso to win because it keeps that division going. But even then, like, there's so many flyweights. Even if Grasso lost, she could still come back, or somebody else is going to step in and fight. There's a lot of good flyweights, but I would like to see Valentina be able to get it back just because she's reigned for so long. And I want to see if she can become a 2-time champion. Like, is it in her to make those changes and come back and win again? Amanda Ebas is creeping towards a potential title eliminator at strawweight if she beats Dern. Yeah, if Ebas beats Dern, she'll probably have to fight like Jan Janan or somebody. That's why I think she should just stay at 115. Oh, Airmite said not WMMA, but Tara can become an actual male Asian star in the UFC if he keeps going harder. Yeah. The other Filipino fighter, what is his name? Ronnie Rini, the other Filipino fighter that knocked then he knocked the Chinese fighter out a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. He could be a star. The way he came in banging and he knocked dude out. What was his name? I'm trying to think of his name. James said, "No, I'm not saying in terms of the UFC and being a draw and all that too. I'm just talking in terms of the competition." Easy said, "Asian women typically don't do well in WMMA either. Whaley and Yan are the exception, not the rule. When they come over here, they are fighting bigger fighters after rehydration. Yeah, bigger fighters, and yeah, and a lot of ground fighters too." Paul said, "If Val wins, Manon is on the shelf for another 12 months, and Combo loves Manon." If you said Valentina wins, Manon's going to be on the shelf. Why? Because you think they're going to do a fourth fight? No. They're going to make that fight happen. They're going to make that fight happen, man. They're going to have to make that fight happen. Lolita said, "How about Amorim? How far did she go?" No, is it Dotson? No, what is that? What is his name, man? He knocked that Chinese guy out, man. Like, was he a Filipino American or was he? I can't remember, man. But he knocked that guy out and had everybody going. Because I remember Laura Sanko, you know how she was reacting to it. I can't remember his name though. Yeah, that's the thing. Stan Fairtex, she'd be good energy for the UFC, but I don't know how far she would get to. Like, I don't know if she's got a well-rounded style enough or takedown defense to handle some of these bigger girls. As much as I love Stan Fairtex, I think Amanda Ebas would beat her. Am I wrong about that? Honest opinion. Am I wrong? Lolia said, "What about Kareem versus Kong? Kareem Silva, Kong versus Manon or Natalia? I don't think she wins any of those." Moonlight said, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Grasso is my crush, but I'm going with Valentina for the win for sure. I'm all about greatness." Okay, okay. There's an honest opinion. Easy says Stant would not do well in the UFC. She should stay where she is. Grapplers would end her. Oh yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying. Yeah, he's a Filipino American fighter, trains with Gilbert Melendez. Okay. Brian said 50-50 Stamp versus Ebos. Stamp on the feet, Ebos everywhere else. 50-50, I would probably say 60-40. 60-40, possibly 70-30 for Ebos for me, because I just see that Ebos landed some good shots up top. I think her movement is more mixed martial arts style of movement, where sometimes Stamp resorts back to her Muay Thai movement. Like she loads up kicks and stuff, but I think Ebos would see a lot of that. Yeah, Joanna had great takedown defense. Probably the best I've seen at strawweight. Yeah, Stamp's got a lot of power, Paul, but you gotta, the way she generates it, she can be a little stationary sometimes. Close one said, did Joanna ever fight a wrestler? Like a wrestler? Carla. Colossal said that you want to ever fight a wrestler. Yeah, Carla. Is that good enough? Carla. He said that doesn't count. Claudia Grappler. I don't really consider her like a wrestler's wrestler, Carla, man. No, if you thinking of Suarez, I ain't gonna lie. I think the only I think Suarez beat. I said this many times. Suarez beats the majority of the strawweight division, but the one I don't think she beats is Joanna. Prime Joanna is the only one Suarez would have trouble with. I think. I would tell her that too. I'm just saying, like I think Suarez beats Rose. I thought Prime Suarez would beat Rose. I thought Prime Suarez would beat Wei Lee. I always thought she would beat Andrade. But for some reason, like Joanna's style, I think it'd be a big problem there. James said that Rose beat a wrestler. No. Let me see. No. Tisha's kind of a wrestler, but Tisha beat her as a striker. Yeah, I kind of miss Claudia as a fighter, but she used to kind of let it down. Okay, Hyder Emil. That's him. That's him. Six. He could be a star. You need to link up with Pacquiao and do that cross promotion to get promoted. Just like some of them be mentioning Canelo, the Mexican fighters do. Brian said Tisha never beat Rose. Really? Tisha never beat Rose. You want to bet on that? Are you saying she didn't win the decisions? Or are you saying that Tisha's never fought Rose. Because if I'm gonna have to call you a casual if you think Tisha never fought Rose. You said Tisha lost twice to. Are you serious? Tisha lost twice to Rose. Are you going to go with that answer? Are you seriously going to sit here and tell me that Tisha lost to Rose 2 times? Yeah, Tracy's a wrestler. Yeah. Rose did beat. Yeah, she did beat a wrestler. She beat Tracy. Yeah. Right, Marcus. I was just gonna wait till see if he wanted to settle with that. Exactly. Tisha beat Rose in Invicta FC. Right. And honestly won the second fight to me. That's why I was gonna wait for that. I was like, wait a minute. He said Tisha never beat Rose. Close said, do you think Prime JJ would have been able to get up get up from Suarez, get up of Suarez, put her on her back? Yeah, I think Joanna would be able to get up. I think Joanna would be able to get up from Suarez. Rose versus Tisha One was the first MMA fight I ever watched. Oh, okay, Moonlight. Yeah. Like that was my first, not my first time seeing MMA, but that was my first time of seeing Tisha. Not my first fight from Tisha, but yeah, that was like when I was introduced to her. You know, when she was fighting these girls like Paige and Rose. Invicta FC used to be banging before, man. It used to be banging. Lolita said Joanna messed up Claudia's hair big time in the first fight or the second fight. Easy said Tisha always had the curse of being too small. Yeah, she did, but you know what? It's like maybe she didn't make the. I won't say she didn't make the best of it. Like I'm not. I won't say it's like not like she didn't make the best of. I didn't see like enough adjustments made because you know Andrade, she was able to win the belt. She was small, but she was able to win the belt. And then Carla, she was able to win the belt twice, and she was small. You know what I mean? That's why I think maybe if Tisha had become more wrestling based, she probably could have gotten somewhere further than she did. You know what I mean? I still like Tisha though. I still do. She's one of my favorites that did get me into the sport hardcore. The thing is, Joanna wasn't confident she could beat Suarez because when Rose got injured in the UFC wanted to do that fight for the interim belt, but JJ declined. She sure did. I remember that. Yeah. She did. She did. It kind of puts things into perspective. Yeah, she sure did. Right? She did decline that. Because I'm trying to think. Did I ask Suarez about that? And she said she did. I think I commented on Suarez or sent her Instagram DM or did I reply to a story and she hit me back about that. And she said she didn't take that fight. I was like, whoa, okay. Had me like, okay. That was maybe like a year or two ago. Oh, okay. Brian said the first fight I was relatively new to WMMA and Tisha was my reason for watching. I thought Rose won. The second fight watched so much you can't see it for Tisha no matter how hard I try. Oh, now I thought Tisha won both because you know Rose, even Rose said it herself, Rose always has trouble with like them short fighters, and I thought she did in both of those fights. She didn't have the wrestlers trouble, but she had trouble. Moonlight said, as a matter of fact, after that fight, I started doing karate inspired by Tisha versus Rose. Oh, okay, cool. Karate, man. Yeah. That's where who else comes from the karate background? Manon comes from that karate background. What's the other girl's name? Melissa Croton comes from karate. That's transition to WMMA. No, Joanna still has some of the best takedown defense. Don't get me wrong. I still think she has a great takedown defense. But as far as that fight not happening, I do remember Suarez saying something about that. But hey, she said she's tested it against Valentina's been able to get up from Valentina. So I still think Joanna has some of the best takedown defense there. Easy said I stopped doing karate when I figured out it won't help me in a real fight and went to boxing. Oh, dang. Oh man, that's funny. Is it like that, man? Like I never thought of doing karate. Like I don't know though, man. Like I see some dudes out here when they throw them head kicks at people in the street, when you keep playing around with some of them karate dudes, they'll land something on you. But now if the other guy knows how to street fight, that's a different story. Karate, man. I still need to. I still haven't hit these mats yet, man. I still have not. I still have not found a jujitsu gym. I still not found a BJJ gym yet, man. Like I'm not really. It's not that I'm slacking on it because I still been working out and everything. Been running. Been coming a runner mostly, but yeah, BJJ. That's still something I want to do. I wanted to do it before COVID, but I just haven't had the time as much anymore. You know. Excuse me. I can make the time now, I think, but then I didn't. Josh said, "Do you think Grasso's going to win or not?" I think she can, but I think she can, but I don't know if she's going to. This will be the third time I pick Valentina, and I think third time's the charm. She's got to win one. She got to win one time here. The karate they teach today is for point fighting, not actual karate from Japan. Okay, yeah. Were you doing that type of karate easy where they be all shaking and jittery? Like I've been seeing like these kids posting that karate on like Instagram where they be all like where their feet be tap dancing and stuff. They be, it looks like almost like a video game. Like is that it? Like I don't really study karate like that as much. Like I actually studied jujitsu more than that, but I'm talking about that karate where they be like all tap dancing and moving forward and backwards. Is that the stuff you were being taught? G Frank said, I think a lot of karate in the States is generic stuff meant to get parents to sign their kids up. Pretty much. It's that Nintendo karate. I call it Nintendo karate. Paul says Sean or Marab. I'm gonna go with Sean. My karate is the best. Kudo is better. My karate is the best. Kudo is better than MMA. Said no full contact. Silva's Taekwondo. Yeah, Silva's Taekwondo. Rose is Taekwondo too. So, Rose will probably know what Natalia is bringing to the table. You know, Rose came from the Taekwondo background. I believe she had a black belt, right, in Taekwondo. You think Marab is going to drown him? I don't know if he catches him, man. I don't know if he's got the cardio to go 5, like if he was on the feet, but I don't know, man. Like O'Malley might put him out of there. Zama says Sonda is the best. You got footwork, takedowns, wide variety of techniques. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into Sonda more. I want to see what that offers. I mean, it ain't like I could probably find it here. Like, let me see. Like Sonda. I mean, yeah, you probably actually have to fly, make a trip to get some real Sonda, right? I'd probably go over to China, right? Go over to China and see if I could find some real Sonda. But yeah, that karate here, was that G frame? Yeah, that karate here, man. That you get that generic stuff. So you can make your own. Yeah, G frame do. You can make your own stuff here, and people they're gonna be paying to bring their kids to you. Ortega Lopez. Oh, I'm gonna go with Ortega. Brian says Marab out. No, he's not out. I said he'd get knocked out. Oh, wait a minute. Marab has staff, unfortunately. Hold on. Come on now. Marab ain't out. Hold on. Let me see something, man. Hold on. Okay. He just posted 1 day ago. Said he was training. Okay, 4 days ago, he addressed his staph infection rumors. UFC fans believe they spotted signs of staph infection on Marab. Oh, he said he's good. He's good. He said the doctors thought they spotted a ring. He said there's nothing. He said the doctors checked it. He said it's not. He said he's all right. Because G Frame says a pick with a big old staph boil on his forearm. Ugh. Yeah, the doctor said it's nothing. Yeah, he said he had it checked out. Because people be looking at stuff like that, but he said it's all right. So doctors say it's all right. Should be all right. UFC Noche turned out to be a disaster. Dana White lying about ticket sales and all. Yeah, financially, it doesn't seem like it's doing as well with these. Maybe it's because it was getting too greedy or something here. Because the other one did really well, but why is this one doing bad? Is it because of the ticket sales, man? Like that's what you get for being greedy, man. I hope it don't sell all them other tickets. How many tickets? 2,500 left. Oh yeah, it's all right, G Frame, because that was 4 days ago, but he just posted 1 day ago on Twitter, that he was still doing getting a little bit of training in, but yeah, he's fine. Easy said, I think tickets were starting at 3,000. I heard the lowest tickets were 1,700. I think the lowest tickets were 17. Brian said Norma has a Sonda background as well. Okay. Yeah, Sonda seems to be legit. Let's see if they got anything around my way like that. I might mess with that. See what they're working with. Canelo. Canelo taking on Edward Berlanga, man. James, do you want to see that fight? Edward Berlanga, I don't want to see that fight. I would have rather seen Benavidez and Berlanga. Canelo, why is Canelo fighting him, man? I knew that fight was gonna happen too. Yeah, Rail running arena. Canelo making more money than everybody fighting the same night as UFC. Oh, the cheapest tickets are now 700. Okay, cheapest tickets now. Paul said are 700. Yeah, I thought somebody said they were like. I thought they were 12 last week, but somebody said they were 1,700. So he knocked 1,000 off. James, I'll take Bud Canelo over Berlanga. If not fighting Benavidez, he asked for 150 million for Bud. That's disgusting. Josh, I gave you a like because I like all your videos. I appreciate that, Josh. Yeah, man. Yeah, always enjoy y'all here. Moonlight said Canelo versus Benavidez. I think Canelo wins that fight. I honestly thought Canelo would win that fight. I don't know why you don't want to fight him. I thought Canelo would win that fight. I know who Canelo ain't beaten. Canelo ain't never beaten Benavidez. No, Canelo ain't never beaten Bivol or Beterbiev. You think Benavidez wins though? I mean, it's possible. Like, but I just think that style kind of plays into Canelo. Like, if Canelo ain't gotta like find you, Canelo struggles. I know Benavidez ain't beaten by stoppage. Ooh. Yeah, that's why I was wondering why he wouldn't fight Benavidez, because I thought his chances were kind of high, man. Like Benavidez, he fought who did he fight last? Bosdick. Bosdick didn't really budge from his punches. You think that accumulation might get to Canelo? But what if Canelo comes up the middle with some hard shots, you know? I mean, Benavidez, he do look like a cruiserweight. I mean, it's possible. Like, I don't see Canelo knocking him out or anything, but I thought Canelo had the skills to win that fight against that type of style. Canelo didn't even knock out uh what is his name? Mongia, did he? Easy said Canelo going down as the greatest duck in boxing history. I can at least say Floyd, his record, it was I like Floyd's record better, man. Like at least Floyd, like you could see like where he was going with his. You Canelo, you can obviously see like, oh, even though Canelo's fighting at a higher weight, you can see, oh, right whenever he was avoiding certain people at the time. But then you saw eventually, yeah, when he did step up to 175, you knew that was going to happen because I knew he was going to lose to Bivol. Paul said, anyone else picking Aldana with me? It seems like everyone is on Norma. I like Aldana has a chance. She still got a left hook chance in this fight, but I think Norma's kind of strong, big, and she's got that takedown. She's got that takedown opportunity. You know, she's going to go for it. Felix Trinidad versus Canelo. Who would win? I like Trinidad at 154. Trinidad. Yeah, Oscar, he laughing and he posting old clips of himself too now, saying he's a better fighter. Yeah, anybody who else is picking Irene Aldana? Anybody else picking Irene Aldana? I haven't heard too many people say they got Aldana myself. Okay, Air might said I think. Yeah, okay. Air might said I think Aldana might win. Who gets stronger in the third round? Like who's got the better cardio? Oscar? No, Oscar hadn't really ever ducked anybody. Moonlight Crawford Boots. Ooh, that's a good fight. Crawford versus Boots. If it's at 147 now, I think I'd still have to lean towards Crawford. I'd say Crawford in that fight. I think Boots is good. Boots is big and strong. He brings a good element there, but Crawford, he's kind of different. I won't say kind of. He is different. Offensively and defensively, he's tricky. He can be hit though, but Crawford, he's a man. He can break a guy down. He's really good technician. I think Crawford might be retiring soon anyway. Chris Cyborg versus Larissa Pacheco. I'll say I think I'm gonna go with Chris in that. Chris Cyborg, if it's a patient fight, if Larissa can pull out of the if Larissa can pull that dog out of Chris and get her to exchange, Larissa has a chance. Like Larissa has a puncher's chance in this fight. Larissa's got a puncher's chance. Pacheco definitely got a puncher's chance. If she draws her into that type of fight, like of course, like Nunes or like that Sinead Kavanaugh did. Like Sinead Kavanaugh can't trade with Chris Cyborg, but Pacheco, she could. Like if Pacheco was in that exchange and she clips her first, yeah, she'd have that chance. But I think when it comes down to like experience and patience now, and just overall better ground stand up now too, I think Chris Cyborg has that advantage. Probably at 145 too. Pacheco, she's looked okay at 145. It seemed like she looked better at 155. Yeah, Klostrom said, yeah, if it was at 155, he said be confident Pacheco. Yeah, like that's my thing. I think Pacheco looked better at 155. That would be her best chances, I think, strength and power wise. But I think Cyborg might get this one if it's at 145. James says she won't fight as dumb as she did with Nunes. She almost did. She almost did in that. Well, she did against Kavanaugh because Kavanaugh didn't have no power, but Kavanaugh got that drawn out of her. Yeah, Pacheco is heavy-handed. Easy, crazy says she got the cutting edge stuff. Oh boy, hey man, hey. Pacheco beat Kayla at 145. 155. 155, James. Who was Pacheco fighting in her last fight that kind of caught her with a good punch? There was somebody that caught Pacheco. It was like caught her with a punch. Didn't really like buzzer, but it looked like it kind of stunned her a little bit. It was at featherweight. Who was? Let me see. It wasn't Marina. It wasn't that Marina fight. Definitely wasn't Kolesnik. Definitely wasn't Amber Lebrock. I think it was Julia Budd. Yeah, it was that Julia Budd fight. Like I think Julia Budd caught her with like a punch. It just seemed like it kind of stunned her a little bit. Oh yeah, Moonlight. I got Francis Ngannou winning that fight too. I think Francis wins. Cyborg want that Nunes fight back. It haunts her every day. She ignored a question about an interview I saw a while back. Yeah, that's one she ain't never gonna get back, man. Like, and that's why I'm saying, like, when it was announced before, and before it was announced, and everybody kept saying Nunes was scared, this and that. They talked a lot of trash in that build up to that fight. I said I'm gonna go with Nunes in this one. You know, all the way back to that when I remember that was another one of those upsets I picked. I said I'm gonna go with Amanda in this fight. I was like, I don't think Amanda's scared. I was like, Amanda, she can hit too. And I was like, if Amanda can keep her composure, she could win this fight. And they built this thing up. They had everybody believing, Amanda was scared and she was lost already in this fight. And the way it ended, man, that's how it ended. So sometimes rematches don't happen. That's why the thing is, hey, you got to just be ready. You can't say nothing, can't say anything. Just go in there and fight. Because that's the one part of it that brings that haunt, man, is that whole build up to it. Nora Canole versus GDR. I'm gonna say GDR because I think that fight stays on the feet, so GDR don't have to worry like she has to worry in a normal fight about being taken down. Hopefully Nora Canole make weight. Didn't she miss weight last time? So they did a catch weight fight, her and Melissa Dixon, right? Easy said I knew it was 50-50 going in. Amanda was just different. Cyborg used to be a bully. Whoever landed first was gonna win. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely tight like that, man. I definitely felt like this was gonna be. I was like, this is a move up for Amanda, but I was like, I think Amanda's gonna be ready. Yeah, Nora's a dog. Lolita said GDR past her prime. Yeah, I think she's past her prime, but I think stand up wise, I think the fight should favor her. I don't know. I definitely ain't bet on that. Closer said Pacheco's power is similar to Nunes. Cyborg hasn't fought a power puncher since Nunes. No, she hasn't. She hasn't. Yeah, Cronola, she's an exciting fighter. I think I don't know if she has experience to hang with her though. Fiera versus Aspinall. I'm not sure about that one. Let me think. How would that go? Man, Curtis Blaze, man. I was upset for him, man. He lost last month. Was it last month? 2 months ago? Lolita said they need to get rid of Dana White, make a featherweight division. They really do need to make a featherweight division. Brian said Amanda Slade, the Dragon, has Cyborg looking like a crash dummy. She knocked her down like 3 times. Yeah, so in that fight alone, she had 3 opportunities. When she got caught the first time, they could have said, "Hey, slow it down." When she got back up, dropped again. Get back up that second time. That's your second opportunity to slow the fight down. Third time, that was it. But yeah, now things might be different. Things could be different, if she comes in fighting a little bit more patient, but the opportunity might not, probably won't come again, probably won't. Yeah, elbows. Yeah, elbows would. Yeah, elbows would cause that damage. So they can't do that when they have that quick turnaround time. Everybody said Nora didn't miss weight. Mullins did. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. I couldn't remember because I was watching that fight on the road. Actually, I was out, but I remember something happened. Yeah, everybody said Nora didn't miss weight. It was Mullins that did. And so I remember somebody came to somebody and asked for they asked for that. Hey, let's do a catch weight. You know, they wanted to make that agreement. That's one of the reasons Cornell whooped her like she did. Yeah, she finished her with a body shot too, man. I was like, dang. Black Martial Arts Society, what's going on? Moonlight said, why not Kayla versus Norma Dumont? I think that'll eventually happen. That's one I want to see, man. Like, if you've been over, yeah, that's one fight I want to see happen. Like, if Norma can get past Irene Aldana and make her way up there, because Kayla got in and she's up there now. Norma's still working, but yeah, I would like to see that. That's one I'd like to see, Norma and Kayla. That'd be a good fight. Her and her and Kayla, they both have the same number of bantamweight fights, though, right? Kayla's had one and Norma's had one. Because just about all of Norma's fights have been 145, even though she's been ranked, right? Even though she's been ranked at bantamweight, Norma Dumont has been fighting nothing but bantamweight fights. Because GDR fight was the first time she went officially to 135. Chelsea Chandler, that fight was 145. Let me see, Carol Rosa. Carol Rosa, what was that fight? Let me see. When she fought Carol Rosa, was that a catchweight fight too? No, it was featherweight. Carol Rosa versus Norma Dumont was 145. Yeah, her first official fight at 135 was back in April. So they have the same number of bantamweight fights. Aspinall, Cyril Gane. I'll go Cyril Gane, Moonlight. Lolita said, will Norma make 135? That's the question. She's made it once. Against GDR. But will she make it this weekend? I hope so. Colosum says she should have been speaking up. I'll tell you one thing, man. I will say this, Colosum. At my last stream I did with BJ, we were talking about that, man. Not many people were saying much when Kayla was there. I had to admit that. Easy said you keep picking cereal. I keep picking. I like cereal. All right. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I used to like Captain Crunch. Josh said, have a great day. I like it. Thanks, man. You have one too, man. Most of them have a good night on my end. Do you think Aldana versus Pena will happen or not? I think it could happen. Yeah. That fight's still doable. That fight could still happen at some point. I hope it does. Aldana, like if Pena loses this fight to Rocky, and Aldana's still somewhere in the mix, that's who Pena should have been fighting anyways. That's who Pena should have been fighting anyways. Like I didn't think she needed a title shot after 2 years off. She should have been fighting her first. Yeah, Carol Rosa versus Aldana. That fight was a killer, man. Zama said he got gone too. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah, when Kayla did get in there, not a lot of people talking junk. Even Pena wasn't really talking too much junk. Only one that was talking junk was Ketlin Vieira. Marcus said, I think I'm picking game washing powder too. Because we did that, when we were talking that live stream, we did that live stream talking about Juliana Pena and all that trash he was talking. And we said, I don't know, man. I said, the one thing I didn't hear too many people saying was Kayla's name. I was like, what's up with that? I thought they would have been. Even Norma, like Norma talking trash about Rocky. She talking trash about Pena. Norma talking a lot of trash. I didn't hear Kayla's name though. Ketlin was the only one. Ketlin's the only one that said, Kayla, hey, you won't deserve to be here. Kayla said, you need to fight me. You ducked me. Ketlin was the only one that said that. But even Norma, like Norma could have said, hey, yo, I'll fight you if Ketlin don't want to fight you or whatever. Like, I want to fight you in that card or whatever. Maybe Norma just mad, maybe Norma just mad at them. I don't know. But that's just honest. That's just honesty. I was hearing it. That's what I was hearing. Everything that was being said, was just like directed towards other fighters. But yeah, since Kayla's been here, like, see, Holly, that's why I always love Holly. Holly just took the fight. Holly got the fight presented to her. She just took it. Everybody else either talking or not talking. But Holly, what does Holly do? Holly always fights. That's why I always got respect for Holly. Holly might lose, but hey, Holly just gonna fight. Might win some, lose some. Holly home ain't talking. She just fighting. Moonlight said, I love Pena, but she's not beating Kayla. Yeah. I don't think so at this point. Brian said, I love Norma, but she needs to fight a whole fight. I think she has the talent to be champ, but I haven't seen her fight like a champion yet. Yeah. That's what cost her the Macy Chiasson fight. Trying to fight last minute. That's what kind of cost her in that fight. But as far as like championship, you got to fight a few more, and like that's why I like to see her fight Kayla right now. But don't hey, she don't need to be jumping too far ahead, talking junk about the champ now, and Pennington. She said Pennington don't win anything. Pennington's like on a 5-6 fight win streak right now. So let that go. Let Rocky Pennington do her thing. Rocky still got a better resume than Norma. She can't forget that. All right. But on that note, y'all, I got to go. I'm going to get up off here now. Good talk. Good conversation, like always. Yeah, this is what we do. Just come over here and do some WMMA talk. As the time goes on, I'll keep not changing things up, but I'll add a little bit more as far as promoting WMMA and stuff like that. It's just something I've been working on too. But always a fun thing to just come on here and talk. Moonlight said, who can beat Kayla right now? Who can beat Kayla? Let me see who can beat Kayla right now in the division. I personally don't think there's a bantamweight that can beat her unless she has trouble with like weight. But like as far as like the athleticism and explosiveness, the strength, if that's always going to be a factor when she makes weight properly and she's good, a lot of these girls have already been a lot of these girls, they've already been here for so long, and there's a lot of wear and tear. So I don't really see anybody strong enough to beat her. I really don't see anybody strong enough to beat her like that. Nobody really technically sound either to pick her apart or strong enough. She's in the division at a good time. That's why I say. She picked a good time to be in this division. I'm gonna say that. Amanda's coming back for Kayla. I wouldn't even recommend that, Paul. Like Amanda, a present prime Amanda, yeah, she could always win, but Amanda gone, no. Moonlight said future quote. That's Clarissa. Clarissa Shields got that tag. Clarissa get mad when you take that tag, boy. The only way Kayla loses is if she sneaks some ice cream. Coach said them heavy shots. Oh, you talking about the the live stream. They were heavy, man. They were heavy. I felt bad for Holly, man. Oh man, I might have to cut some of that out and post it one day. We gotta post some reactions from past fights. I need to do that with I was gonna do that with the Wang Tong knockout, man, because I was like, whoa. Yeah, get what Candy said. No one can do it. She said, I think she stops everybody. Yeah, I think this version of the division, it's going to be hard for anybody to win. Brian said, I think Vieta is live against Kayla. Yeah, she'll be live. But Vieta, man, she can't be tentative. That's where she fails. Ketlin she be letting up on her opponent sometimes. I thought she could have finished Misha Tate, but she kind of got soft in that fight. Kayla beats Rod Jane. Running Ring said Manoa is a future flyweight champion. Just might be, yeah. But yeah, here we go. 3 hours. Yeah, I'm about to roll out, y'all. Good, good talk. Good talk. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out. And this is my busy week, so maybe I'll catch y'all Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see. I got those days off, so I will be here Saturday. I'll tell you that. I am calling this Saturday fight. I will be able to call the Grasso Shevchenko trilogy. And maybe I'll have you rolling that night too, close, depending on what happened. Rolling like Valentina. No, I'm just playing. Rolling like Valentina, man. All right, y'all. I am getting up out of here. Peace.